16 avatar level bending abilities. After we went over many bending abilities of the individual elements, it's time for us to take a look at what only avatars are able to do, as they are the only physical beings with the ability to bend all 4 elements, either simultaneously or individually. Due to being partially a spirit, the bending power of avatars is much stronger than that of an ordinary person, thus putting them at a considerable advantage over their opponents and making them nearly impossible to beat. Welcome to the Amagi. In today's video, we're going over 16 avatar level bending abilities. Before we begin, we publish a new video every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. But wait, what's this? As you may already know, recently we made a video to let you guys know that The Legend of Korra is now available on Netflix, but unfortunately only in the United States. And guys, we've seen your comments. We know and share your disappointment of not being able to watch it, even though it is so close and yet so far away. But thanks to Surfshark, you can bridge that gap instantly. Surfshark makes your digital experience that much easier, taking care of all your needs. Not only does it protect you from ID tracking by encrypting your personal data and informing you whenever your email address or password is compromised, but it also makes sure that third-party sites cannot scam you with higher prices or that you get flooded with ads, which can be really nasty if all you want to do is play a game or watch a movie. And get this, Surfshark VPN grants you access to your favorite content on any known streaming service from wherever you are. Plus, you can use it on any device you like, whether it's just one or more devices, and you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Go to surfshark.deals/Amagi and enter the promo code Amagi to secure your new VPN and get 85% off with 3 extra months for free, and experience a relaxing time of binge watching your favorite shows or movies during quarantine with guaranteed security as a bonus. Of course, we'll be disappointed if you won't use the chance to catch up on the Avatar Renaissance over on Netflix. Korra is waiting for you. With that said, let's get back to the video. Air Sphere. With this technique, the avatar creates a sphere of air around them, allowing them to hover for extended periods of time or fly at high speeds. The sphere also acts as a barrier to protect the avatar, strong enough to withstand a high-velocity impact with rock. Aang was also able to use this technique underwater, forming a protective pocket of air around several people and a flying bison. Roku used a variation of this technique when defending his island from the volcano, and Wan and Korra both used it to restrain Vaatu in their respective battles against him. Strong winds. It is possible for the avatar to unleash extremely powerful winds. During the battle at Wulong Forest, while extinguishing 3 enormous fire whips, Aang unleashed a straightforward wind attack at Ozai. While Ozai seemingly did not take much damage from the hit, a nearby rock pillar crumbled and collapsed in a matter of seconds. This move was also used by Avatar Kyoshi to create Kyoshi Island, using the powerful winds to push landmass into the sea. Tornadoes and hurricanes. In addition to large and powerful air movements, an avatar-level airbender can create massive tornadoes and hurricanes at will. Yang Chen demonstrated this as part of showing the power the avatar state had. Ice Fissure. Avatars are able to use waterbending to split frozen ground by bending the water mixed with the earth. Unalaq used this technique after merging with Vaatu to form a deep chasm and trap Korra within, intending to crush her as he brought both sides of the fissure back together. Remote waterbending. Avatars can use waterbending from distances which a waterbender would not normally be able to access. While in combat with Ozai, Aang went into the avatar state and pulled water in from the sea towards himself to make part of his elemental sphere. After defeating Ozai, Aang raised the tides of the sea to put out the fire at Wulong Forest caused by Ozai and his airships. Tsunami. Since they can control larger amounts of water, avatars are capable of creating and controlling water bodies of far greater size and scale, including causing massive tsunamis at will. The technique was first demonstrated by Avatar Kuruk as he created a large wave to ride on. Later, Aang and Princess Yue created a large tsunami that brought Aang to safety on Crescent Island. Korra used a variation of this technique to create a localized wave that spun the northern battleships out of the way to allow Varric's yacht to pass through their blockade. Water compression. An avatar in an avatar state has enough power over water to compress its volume, compacting several thousand gallons into a small volume. Aang did so when he created his elemental sphere while preparing to pursue Ozai. Compressed rock bullets. Used solely by Aang in his fight with Phoenix King Ozai, Aang disintegrated one of his compressed rocks from his elemental sphere and shot its shrapnel-like fragments with great speed, in a machine gun-like fashion. Due to the speed and density of these rocks, they did great damage to the landscape. It is similar to the rock gloves technique used by the Dai Li. Dust Devil. Avatars can raise themselves high above ground level through dust devils, similar to air and water spouts. Enhanced Earth Armor. By harnessing the power of the avatar state, avatars can surround themselves with large pieces of earth, which they could subsequently conglomerate into a giant anthropomorphic rock body to use in combat. Avatar Aang used this technique to battle General Old Iron. Enhanced Earth Levitation. With their great power and stronger connection to the earth, the Avatar can move hill-sized statues at will. Utilizing the power of the Avatar state, Kyoshi moved large statues of badger moles, and Aang moved various earth pillars in his fight against Ozai, both for offense and defense. Korra also used this technique in her fight with Zahir and later Kuvira, trying to crush her opponents with a hill-sized boulder. Powered Compression. This is a much more powerful version of the earth compression technique, performed only by Aang while in the Avatar state. Instead of bending large chunks of earth into a single projectile, Aang gathered boulder-sized rocks and simultaneously compressed each fragment into smaller, denser, and harder rocks, essentially keeping the rocks under pressure for more volatile attacks if needed. Lastly, the rocks are directed to orbit the bender until they are used. Tectonics. The Avatar can earthbend on a scale vast enough to move entire land masses, as shown by Avatar Kyoshi when she separated Kyoshi Island from the mainland. Aang later performed the same technique to separate the town of Yudao from its surrounding land. Long-range multiple fire whips. An Avatar-level firebender can produce fire whips, the most being 5 at once. They are capable of reaching across long distances, displayed when Aang used the technique hundreds of feet above Ozai. This may have been a result of his firebending being augmented by Sozin's comet, or because he was in the Avatar state at the time, or possibly a combination of both. Each fire whip is also very wide and moves in a similar fashion to squid or octopus tentacles. They have enough destructive power to demolish large rock formations. This could be the technique Shu was referring to when he said that, quote, "Only a fully realized avatar can open the sanctuary doors alone." Energy bending. Energy bending is the ability to bend another person's life energy. It predates the 4 main bending arts, the formation of the 4 nations, as well as the creation of the Avatar. Before the Avatar came into existence and the separation of the 4 nations, the lion turtles bent the energy within humans and themselves. Eventually, humans were gifted the other 4 bending arts, and over time the knowledge to perform energy bending was almost completely lost. The last living lion turtle kept the ability alive by escaping the lion turtle hunters and hiding. This lion turtle later passed down the ability to Avatar Aang, who used it to remove Phoenix King Ozai's firebending, and 28 years later, Yakon's ability to waterbend. After the Equalists leader Amon severed Korra's bending, the spirit of Avatar Aang used energy bending once again to restore her ability to bend water, earth, and fire, and passed the knowledge of energy bending onto her. Later, Korra used it to return Lin Beifong's ability to earthbend. The capabilities of energy bending are not well understood. What is known is that bending a person's life energy can impart them with knowledge instantly, remove their bending completely, or restore it. This bending art can be perilous to the user, which is why so few have ever used it. In addition, even though mastering the 4 elements is a necessity for the Avatar, learning energy bending is optional. Did you enjoy our video? Be sure to check out these other great videos from the Amagi, and make sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.